Alright, our learning intention today is to add and subtract fractions with common and related denominators. We will be successful when we find common multiples of the denominator, we multiply the denominator and numerator to ensure the denominator is the same, and then we can add or subtract the fraction. Alright, today we're going to be working through our first problem. Today our problem is 2/8 plus 1/4 or 1/4. Now we can clearly see here that the denominators are different. One is broken into 8 equal parts and the other is 4 equal parts. Now we're going to use this graphic organizer today to help guide our thinking. Okay, so I have gone ahead and written the original fractions of 2/8 and 1/4 today. Now our first success criteria is to find common multiples of the denominators. So a multiple of 8 is where we're going to write it here. So we're going to count up. We're going to go 8. If I add another 8, it's 16, 24, and 32. Okay? And I'm going to do the same for 1/4. I'm going to find multiples of 4. So I'm going to count up in 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16. Now I'm only going to go to about 4 or 5, and I'm going to try and find which number is a common number. Now I can see here that this fraction has 8 and this fraction has 8, so they are a common multiple. Okay, we're going to write the lowest common multiple here, which is 8, which means we're going to have to change the fractions to make sure the denominator is in 8s. Now the first fraction here is 2/8. It's already broken in, the denominator is already in 8s. We do not need to change this fraction. So here we're just going to write 2/8. Now this side, we started off with 1/4 and we're going to have to change it. So this denominator is broken into 8s. Now we're going to go 1/4 and we're going to think of what can we multiply by 4 so the end result is 8. Okay, so I'm going to have a think. I know if I multiply 4 times 2, it's going to equal 8. And what I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top as well. 1 times 2 equals 2. Okay, so now they both have the same denominator. And I'm going to actually add the new fractions down the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to take my first fraction, which is 2/8, write it down, 2/8, and I know it's addition because of this sum here. So 2/8 plus, and my new fraction is 2/8, write it down, and I have 2/8 plus 2/8 equals. Now when we add fractions, we always keep the denominator the same. So I know it's going to be 8s, and I add the top. 2 plus 2 is 4.